Have you ever caught yourself wondering where all the energy went? One day you feel like you're keeping up with life just fine, and the next you're struggling to get through the day without needing a nap. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing, feeling tired or run down isn't necessarily just a part of getting older. A lot of it comes down to the small everyday habits we pick up along the way, and some of them could be quietly taking years off your life. Before we jump in, I'd love to know where you're watching from and what time it is for you right now. Let me know in the comments. It's always so cool to see just how far and wide our community stretches across the globe. Today, we're talking about 5 common but dangerous habits that can shorten your life after 65. The good news is that once you know what they are, you can make simple changes to avoid them and to potentially add 10 more healthy, vibrant years to your life. Because feeling good in your 60s, 70s and beyond isn't about luck. It's about making smart choices every day. Let's get into the first habit that might be doing more harm than you realize. Let's talk about sitting too much. Now, I know you've probably heard that sitting is bad for you, but it's not just about stiff joints or a sore back. Sitting for long periods actually slows down your metabolism, increases your risk of heart disease, and even raises your chances of developing diabetes. And it doesn't stop there. Studies have linked prolonged sitting to a higher risk of dementia. It sounds scary, but the solution is pretty simple. Get up and move more often. You don't have to spend hours at the gym to counteract the effects of sitting. Just standing up and walking around for a few minutes every hour can make a huge difference. Try setting a timer on your phone to remind you to get up and stretch. Even better, make it a habit to take a short walk after meals. It helps with digestion and keeps your blood sugar in check. And if you like watching TV in the evening, try marching in place or stretching during the commercial breaks. Little changes like that keep your body active and your blood flowing, and over time they really add up. Now, the second habit might surprise you: not getting enough quality sleep. I know it feels like sleep becomes more elusive as we get older, but that doesn't mean you have to settle for restless nights. Poor sleep affects more than just your energy levels. It's been linked to memory problems, high blood pressure, weight gain, and even a weakened immune system. A lot of people assume that needing less sleep is part of aging, but that's not entirely true. Most adults still need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. And it's the quality of sleep that matters. One of the biggest culprits behind poor sleep is irregular bedtime habits. Going to bed and waking up at different times confuses your body's internal clock, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. Try setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Make your bedroom a sleep-friendly zone. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. If you're scrolling through your phone or watching TV right before bed, that blue light could be interfering with your sleep hormones. Try switching to a book or listening to calming music instead. And here's a trick that works wonders. Keep a notepad by your bed. If your mind starts racing when you lie down, jot down your thoughts. It helps clear your mind and makes it easier to drift off. Next up, and this one might be the hardest to admit, ignoring your stress levels. Stress doesn't just weigh on your mind, it takes a serious toll on your body too. Chronic stress raises your blood pressure, increases inflammation, and weakens your immune system, all of which increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other age-related issues. And yet, so many of us are used to living with stress that we don't even realize how much it's affecting us. Think about it. How often do you find yourself feeling tense, irritable, or overwhelmed? When you're stressed, your body is constantly pumping out cortisol, the stress hormone, which puts your body in fight or flight mode. Over time, this drains your energy and puts strain on your heart and brain. The key here isn't to eliminate stress altogether. That's impossible. But to learn how to manage it better. Deep breathing exercises work wonders. Try this. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts, and breathe out for 4 counts. Do that a few times when you feel stress creeping in. Gentle exercises like yoga or Tai Chi are also fantastic for calming the mind and strengthening the body. And don't underestimate the power of talking to someone, whether it's a close friend, family member, or even a counselor. Just getting things off your chest can relieve a lot of mental pressure. Now that we've covered those first 3 habits, sitting too much, poor sleep, and unmanaged stress, it's already clear how small changes can make a big difference in how you feel and how long you live. Let's keep the momentum going and take a closer look at the next 2 habits that might be standing between you and a longer, healthier life. Another habit that's quietly cutting into your health, and this one is more common than you might think, is neglecting strength and balance exercises. It's easy to assume that as we get older, exercise should be gentler and less demanding. But here's the truth. Maintaining muscle strength and balance is one of the most important things you can do to stay independent and prevent injuries as you age. After the age of 30, we naturally start to lose muscle mass, and that loss accelerates after 60. That's why things that used to feel easy, like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair, start to feel harder over time. Weak muscles and poor balance increase your risk of falls, and a single bad fall can lead to a long and difficult recovery. But the good news is that you can rebuild muscle strength and improve balance at any age. It's never too late. You don't need to start lifting heavy weights or doing complicated exercises. Simple body weight exercises like squats, wall push-ups, and leg raises can work wonders. Try standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. It's a small but effective way to improve your balance. Resistance bands are also great because they're gentle on the joints, but help build muscle strength. Even light dumbbells, or cans of soup if you don't have weights, can give your muscles the challenge they need. One of the easiest ways to strengthen your legs and improve your balance is by doing chair stands. Just sit down in a sturdy chair, then stand up without using your hands. Repeat that 10 times. It's a fantastic way to keep your leg muscles strong and your joints flexible. And if you feel a little wobbly at first, that's okay. Your body will adapt as you keep practicing. Aim to include strength and balance exercises 2 to 3 times a week. It's not about pushing yourself hard, it's about consistency. Now, the next habit is one that a lot of people overlook: eating too much processed food. It's no secret that a poor diet can lead to weight gain and increase your risk of heart disease and diabetes. But what you might not realize is how much processed food speeds up the aging process from the inside out. Highly processed foods like packaged snacks, frozen dinners, and sugary treats are loaded with unhealthy fats, added sugars, and sodium. These ingredients trigger inflammation in your body, which contributes to everything from joint pain to memory problems to heart disease. And they're often stripped of essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals, which means you're filling up on empty calories without giving your body the fuel it actually needs. It's not about cutting out all treats or completely overhauling your diet. The goal is to make small, sustainable changes. Start by reading labels. If the ingredients list is long and full of things you can't pronounce, it's probably not doing your health any favors. Try swapping out processed snacks for whole foods like nuts, yogurt, or fruit. Instead of buying flavored oatmeal loaded with sugar, go for plain oats and add honey, cinnamon, or berries for natural sweetness. Cooking at home more often is another game changer. When you cook from scratch, you control the ingredients, and that means less sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats sneaking into your meals. If you're short on time, batch cooking can help. Make a big pot of soup or a tray of roasted vegetables at the beginning of the week, and you'll have easy, healthy options ready to go. And here's something that can make a big difference without feeling like a chore: add more color to your plate. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables like berries, spinach, carrots, and peppers are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation and keep your cells healthy. The more variety, the better. And don't forget about healthy fats. Things like olive oil, avocados, and nuts help protect your heart and brain while keeping you feeling satisfied. Let's talk about hydration too, because this ties into diet and overall health. Dehydration is incredibly common among older adults, and it's easy to miss the signs. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable, so even if you don't feel thirsty, your body might still need water. Staying hydrated helps with everything from digestion to joint health to mental clarity. A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 8 glasses of water a day, but you can also get hydration from fruits, vegetables, and herbal teas. And here's a little tip to make hydration easier. Keep a water bottle or glass of water nearby at all times. If it's within reach, you're more likely to sip on it throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, try adding a squeeze of lemon or a few slices of cucumber for flavor. By now you can probably see a pattern forming. Small, consistent changes have a powerful impact on your health. Building strength, eating better, and staying hydrated aren't just about adding years to your life. They're about making those extra years healthier and more enjoyable. And when you start feeling stronger and more energized, it creates a positive cycle. You feel more motivated to keep making good choices because you can feel the difference. We've covered a lot so far: sitting too much, poor sleep, unmanaged stress, weak muscles, and processed foods, and each of these habits plays a major role in how you feel day to day. But we're not done yet. There's one more habit that's crucial for living longer and staying vibrant well into your later years, and it might just be the most important one of all. The final habit, and maybe the most important one of all, is social isolation. Now you might be thinking, I'm not isolated. I talk to my family. I see people now and then. But feeling lonely isn't just about how many people you have around you. It's about feeling connected, feeling like you're part of a community, that someone cares about you, and that you matter. Loneliness is more than just an emotional state. It has real physical effects on your health. Research shows that chronic loneliness increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even dementia. In fact, studies have found that social isolation can have the same impact on your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in for a moment. Feeling lonely is as dangerous as smoking. Humans are wired for connection. It's part of our biology. When we feel isolated, our bodies go into stress mode, releasing cortisol, increasing inflammation, and weakening our immune system. That's why people who feel socially connected tend to have better overall health, faster recovery from illness, and even longer lifespans. But here's the tricky part. As we get older, staying socially connected becomes harder. Friends move away, family members get busy, and health issues can make it difficult to get out and socialize. Sometimes it feels easier to just stay home and keep to yourself. But the longer you stay isolated, the harder it becomes to reach out again. And that's exactly why it's so important to be intentional about staying connected. Now, staying connected doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party or have a packed social calendar. It's about quality, not quantity. Start small. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local club or class, maybe a walking group, a book club, or a yoga class. Volunteering is another great way to meet people and feel a sense of purpose. Even casual conversations with neighbors or people at the grocery store can make a difference. Those little social interactions send a message to your brain. You belong. Technology can also be a game changer when it comes to staying connected. If getting out of the house is difficult, try using video calls to catch up with friends or family. There are even senior-friendly social media platforms and online communities where you can meet new people and stay in touch with loved ones. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you're not comfortable with technology. Most libraries and community centers offer free classes on how to use smartphones and computers. And here's the thing, social connection isn't just about talking. It's about feeling seen and valued. One of the best ways to build meaningful connections is to listen. Ask people about their day, their interests, their challenges. When you show genuine interest in others, it creates a sense of closeness and trust. And don't forget to share your own experiences too. Vulnerability creates connection. If you're feeling isolated, start by making one small effort to reach out. Send a text, make a phone call, or even wave at a neighbor. Those small moments of connection add up, and they can have a powerful impact on your mental and physical health. So now that we've covered all 5 habits, sitting too much, poor sleep, unmanaged stress, weak muscles, processed foods, and social isolation, you might be wondering where to start. It can feel overwhelming when you think about changing multiple habits at once. But the key is to start small. Pick one habit to focus on first. Maybe it's standing up and walking around every hour, or cutting back on processed snacks and adding more whole foods to your diet. Or maybe it's setting a consistent bedtime to improve your sleep quality. Small changes lead to momentum, and once you start feeling the benefits, you'll be motivated to keep going. And don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. That's part of the process. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to make progress. If you skip a workout or have a rough night of sleep, don't let it discourage you. Just reset and keep moving forward. Here's something to keep in mind. It's never too late to improve your health. The human body is remarkably resilient. Studies have shown that even people in their 70s and 80s can rebuild muscle strength, improve heart health, and boost mental clarity with consistent lifestyle changes. It's not about reversing time, it's about making the years ahead as healthy and vibrant as possible. And remember, this isn't about adding more years to your life just for the sake of it. It's about improving the quality of those years. Imagine waking up with more energy, moving through your day without stiffness or pain, feeling sharp and focused, and ending the day with a sense of calm and satisfaction. That's what's possible when you make small but meaningful changes to your daily habits. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you struggle with the most? Is it sitting too much, poor sleep, or maybe feeling disconnected? Let me know in the comments. And if you found a strategy that works for you, share it. Your experience could help someone else who's going through the same thing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here, a place where you can get support, motivation, and practical advice to live your healthiest, happiest life. You have so much life left to live, and it's never too late to make the years ahead the best they can be. Here's to adding more life to your years and more years to your life.